you have 13 women that work for you, a lot of mums, which is awesome. Has it been a conscious thing for you to, you know, as a woman who created this brand, to develop products for women, to have everyone around you be women?
Actually hasn't been a conscious choice to have an all-female team. We've had men work with us in the past. I think what's been the most conscious evolution of Tom is that it has very much followed my life, from, you know, creating a period range to then having babies and creating maternity products and then nappy and white products for my babies.
Right.
But then coming back from maternity leave and realising that, you know, there was a space in between around that freedom and flexibility, you know, when we want to work and also be present at home, and not sacrificing either one of those. So I would say that there's been a very conscious choice in the way that I've grown and developed myself personally, but also the team since returning from maternity leave. So we work with an incredible group of women through Beam. They are a recruiting agency, and I hate using that word, but they are a group of really special women who have built, you know, nearly 100% of our leadership team with us, specialising in really empowering women who are highly skilled, coming back from maternity leave, from the more corporate, structured workforce, to more purpose-driven roles that they feel that when they leave, you know, when we leave our kids at home, we want to feel like we're contributing to something that's really meaningful and, you know, create that sense of longevity for them, and also self-fulfillment for us, you know, that I think that if either of those things are sacrificed or compromised, you really start to question that when you have children.
Oh, totally.
Because your time is your
currency. It's got to be worth it to leave your kids.
So,
exactly.
And now it's become very conscious. So in the business and the way we grow it, so one of our 2020 goals is to be the most empowering workplace for women in Australia. And, you know, how do we do that? I mean, we need to create a benchmark and expectation for what we feel is acceptable. And then hopefully by proving that model, and we're still in the process of proving, but, you know, with 100% of our leadership team made up of part-time mums and experiencing, you know, over 90% growth in the last year, which is the biggest year of growth we've had. You know, I would say that we're definitely contributing to that being, you know, a proven case study that can work. And I think it's just about skills and outcomes. It's not about the 9 to 5. It's about, you know, and it's about us applying that lens also to, you know, the way that the rest of our team works. So even if, you know, we're not all mums, it's about learning how to ensure that everyone's working at their optimum and they're given that environment to do that. So I think that that's the way that the businesses will shift or need to shift in the future to keep up with the way that we're wired naturally. Some people work better in the mornings, some people work better in the afternoons. I think it's, you know, children or no children, it's something that, but particularly that piece around mums and females in the workplace being empowered is something we've been very conscious about.
The conversations at your workplace would be different to most people's, I would think. Because also, do you know about how interesting is the syncing when you sync with other women that you're around? Have you got 13 women? Who have their
syncing
period
of the periods.
Yes.
Do you know what? We always talk about who the alpha is, because it's a real thing. I think with so many women kind of having babies and pregnant, and then there's some women that, you know, have different kind of contraceptive devices that they use, but absolutely.
Is it the alpha female who sets the...
Someone leads,
Really?
Someone always leads, I
did not know that.
Oh my God, it's like a wolf pack.
Oh, it really is. It's like a real thing, like the pheromones and we should really look into it.
It's that funny, that perception of going, oh, what's it like just having all women?
We get asked that a lot. It's probably what we get asked a lot too. It's like, how is it working with people you know, and then with just women, and then it's very common.
Yeah, because how powerful are we when we help each other, you know, and when we lift
one another, it's incredibly powerful. But, you know, and that's so important to be mindful of, because of course it could be the opposite if not. But, you know, women are incredibly loyal too. You know, they talk about gender parity happening in like hundreds of years. That's pretty disempowering. But I think what's empowering for us is that, you know, we can actually create, again, this commercial model that works. with a bunch of women, and also the nature of the product too. I mean, we're talking about like there's tampons all over the office, like with, you know, the importance of actually being intimate with the nature of this product and deeply understanding the sensitivities around how we market it and how we educate around the brand and how we improve it. You kind of need to be able to use it. So, you know, yes, we've had men in the business across operations and finance,
use it.
Oh yeah, that would be cute, wouldn't it?
Good luck with that.
Maybe the pads.